Control Authority, Judicial District of Bridgeport versus at Bridgeport. Yvonne Moss hears and/or estate of Dorothy Moss, ETAL. The date. Affidavit of clarification and citizenship for voter registration. Right? I, Troy English Moss, a sovereign natural-born citizen of Connecticut, do hereby voluntary and starting at my birth on 2/11/1965 and at all times in the future relinquish any presumptive 14th Amendment citizenship status and any and all privileges and immunities granted therein. Having been born on non-federal land in one of the sovereign 48 states and outside of the United States, the federal territories and possessions of the District of Columbia, I claim my citizenship status to be a national of the United States of America and not a citizen of the United States in accordance with the following statutes. Alright. 8 U.S.C. 1408. 8 U.S.C. at 1101A 21 through 8 U.S.C. at 1101A 22. I now retain, will at all times in the future retain, and always have retained my natural-born status of a citizen of the several Union States of America under the Constitution and law. And my citizenship in these United States of America, I preserve all my unalienable rights that are inherited from my Creator at all times. I waive no rights at any time, including my operation of any implied contract asserted by the government as a natural-born sovereign citizen of the state. I have the same measures of citizenship in my country as our founding fathers and early citizens had, including Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, and Thomas Jefferson, all of whom had no 14th Amendment citizenship because there was no 14th Amendment at the time they were alive. I do hereby declare my right to expatriate as absolute and declare that I have already expatriated from the municipal corporation of the District of Columbia and thereby voluntarily relinquish my own any rest in trust existing by operation of any presumptions about my citizenship to the foreign jurisdiction known as the Municipal Corporation of the District of Columbia, a democracy, and thereby return to the constitutional republic envisioned by our founding fathers to remove all doubt. The municipal corporation referred to as one described below. United States Code, Title 18, Judicial and Judicial Procedure. Part 4, Particular Proceedings. Chapter 176, Federal Debt Collection Procedures. Subchapter A, Definitions and Legal General Provisions. Section 3002, Definitions. 15, United States Maine, a federal corporation, an agency, department, commission, board, of other entity of the United States or an instrumentality of the United States. Any and all past and present political ties implied by operation of law and otherwise in trust with the democracy of the consequence of any presumed citizenship ties I might have is hereby dissolved. The right to vote is an absolute and natural right of being a state citizen, and it cannot be operation of law to be turned into a government privilege by coercing me into becoming a type of citizen that I do not choose to be, or by coercing me to participate in an illegal and unethical state of federal income tax system. Almost a century ago, Congress declared that the right to exploitation, including exploitation from the District of Columbia or U.S. Inc., the corporation, is a natural inherent right of all people, indispensable to enjoyment of the rights of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And decreed that any declaration, instruction, opinion, order, or decision, or any officers of this government which denies, restricts, impairs, or questions the right of exploitation is hereby declared inconsistent with the fundamental principles of this government. 15 Stat 223 through 224, 1868. R.S. at rights of immigrants to be shared with foreign noble nationalities. The Act of Congress is also broad enough to cover that, and does cover the corresponding nature and inherent right of American citizens to exploit themselves. Sovereign versus United States, 1950-338. 1170S, Connecticut, CT 292-296-94L, and 287-2. The Supreme Court has held that the Citizenship Act of 1907 and the Nationality Act of 1940 are to be read in light of the Declaration of Policy favoring freedom and exportation, which stands unrepealed. ID 338 U.S. at pages 498 and 499, 70S CT at page 296. The same light, I think, illuminates 22 U.S.C.A. at 211A and 8 U.S.C.A. at 1185. Walter Brehe versus John Foster Dulles, 284 F2D 561 583 1957. The Supreme Court has declared in the case of Hoover and Allison versus Evatt 324 U.S. 652 1945 that the term United States may be used in any one several sense and may be merely one, the name of a sovereign occupying a position analogous to that of the sovereign in the family of nations. 2. It may designate the territory over which the sovereignty of the United States extends. 324 U.S. 652, 672, or 3. It may be the collective names of the states which are united by and under the Constitution. Be advised that I am not exportation from the United States, the country, the first definition, but simply the municipal corporation located in the District of Columbia and federal territories only, which is the second definition identified above. Furthermore, this document shall not serve as evidence that I ever was such a citizen of the United States indicated above. In fact, the opposite is true. I have never been a citizen or a resident of the second edition of the United States appearing above, and any presumptions to the contrary asserted by the government is now and forever rebutted. I affirm under penalties of perjury under the common law of America without the United States that the foregoing is true and correct to the best of my current information, knowledge, and belief per 28 U.S.C. 1746-1, and I now affix my own signature to all the above affirmations, which in explicit reservation of all my rights and without prejudice, UCC 1-207, UCC, which is now UCC 1-308. I sign my name like this. And then I dated C. Carrington, Political Questions, the Judicial Clerk of Executive 42 VA L. Rev. Revised 175, 1956, to 9 Pet 692 at 692 34 U.S. 692 699 9L Ed 276 Self-Rep Tour Boss Tahuti. Sound like this. And then, hit me up if you got any questions, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to help you, you know what I'm saying? I've been fighting these foreclosures for the past 3 years. I ain't giving up no bread and they ain't showing me no loss, so we stuck in the stalemate. You heard? Holla at your boy.